Hello, loves. How are you today? I hope today brings you joy. I hope you're in good spirits. Um, this is your reading for today. If you saw my last video, um, I did say that I'm going to try to push these videos all in one day. Hopefully, I can do that without being distracted so that I am leaving again. I know I've left you guys for like 8 months, but I am leaving again. I had some deaths in my family, so I do have to leave. But I wanted to get the stuff out. I've just been lifing, so I haven't had time to like really, pour into you guys like I wanted to. I've just been doing a lot of stuff, working a lot, and I just haven't been motivated to do this. But I want to go ahead and get started and take what resonates, whatever doesn't. Leave here. If you're new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you. If you are a returning member, thank you for sticking by me, even though I haven't been here in a few months. Um, but let's get started. So, this says, find some balance. Now, this is a calmness card that I like to read at the beginning of my reading just so that you can focus on something good. So it said, find some balance. What could you use a little more of in your life right now? Focus, rest, fun. If you're not sure, try writing down what you do throughout the day and see if you notice anything missing. How might you invite more of it in? Okay, so there's something missing in your life. And whatever it is, I want you to write down what you do on a day to day. And then look around your life and see what's missing. What is it that you want to do on a day to day? Maybe you want to meditate more. Maybe you want to get out and walk. Maybe there's just something missing in your life that you want to do. And this is saying find some balance to do it, okay? So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started on your reading. So, we're going to check your energy. And I was going to do, like the dates for these videos. But whenever you see it is when you're supposed to see it. So, I'm not going to do the whole today's Tuesday or today's Wednesday. I'm just going to do the videos. And whenever you see it is when you're meant to see it, okay? So, let's see. What's their energy for today, Spirit? What is their energy for today? All right. So, let's see what you got going on. So, this says you're genuinely happy. Now, out of all of these spiritual notes, you're genuinely happy. So, that's good. So, maybe what I'm hearing, I only speak about what Spirit tells me. So, maybe for some of you, no matter what you deal with, no matter what you're dealing with, it's saying that at the core of you, you're a genuinely happy person. So if you are one of those people who maybe people are noticing you're not as happy as you normally are, or maybe you're a little bit more quiet, your overall energy is that you are genuinely happy. You could just be praying. Every silence isn't sorrow. So everybody that's quiet, everybody that's just sitting off to themselves, not talking, doesn't mean something's wrong. It doesn't always mean, something's wrong with them. No, you could be talking to God. You could be meditating. You could be asking your spirit to guide you on a decision. So that's what I'm hearing. So let's look at the area that you're operating from. Spirit, what is the area that they're operating from? I apologize for the noise, but my bracelet is like hitting the bowl. Area they're operating from, Spirit. So we have two, and let's see what they are. Your intuition, and the other one is, let's see, accepting too much. So maybe your intuition, because I didn't read that at first, but it says the area you're operating from and the area that needs the most healing. So the area you're operating from is from your intuition. The area that needs the most healing is the fact that you accept too much, right? So I'm feeling like your intuition tells you this, but you still accept it anyway, right? So sometimes because you love somebody, or sometimes because your nature is to be loving and giving and to be there for people, that you accept way more from people than you need to. So sometimes you have to tell people no. Sometimes you have to tell people, hey, I don't like when you do that. Or please stop doing that. That's a boundary of mine. Or you have to set boundaries and stick to them. Okay? So, Spirit is saying that the area that needs the most healing is that you have accepted too much in your life that you didn't have to accept, that you didn't need to accept. And your intuition has told you several times, this is not it. You're not supposed to be going through this. You're not supposed to be dealing with this. But you're allowing it because you're accepting it. Okay? What's blocking you and things you need to work on. So let's see. What's blocking them, Spirit? Spirit, what's blocking them? Okay, this one is stuck. So we're going to take that. And then the thing you need to work on. Things they need to work on, Spirit. What are the things they need to work on? Alright, so this is going to be the things you need to work on. So what's blocking you? Let's see. We already know that you accept too much. Look at that. Look, I just said this. Sticking up for yourself. Speak up. So remember we pulled you're accepting too much. Your intuition is telling you. What's blocking you is you're not speaking up. You're not sticking up for yourself in this way when you see that, hey, this is, I don't like this. Don't do this. And things you need to work on is your finances. Maybe somebody's draining you financially, right? And you're not telling them, hey, you're draining me. This is too much. I can't keep giving you this. It could be your child. It could be your best friend. It could be your husband, your wife. It could be anybody. Um, this is for you. You need to work on your finances, right? Or this could just be separately. Maybe nobody's draining you in terms of your finances, but you need to figure it out. Maybe there's just some things in your finances that you need to switch up. You know, find another source of income, whatever that is. But yeah, but what's blocking you, that goes along with the area you're operating from. So yeah, whatever you're accepting too much of, and your intuition is telling you you don't deserve this, you shouldn't be dealing with this, but you're still dealing with it anyway, because you're just accepting whatever and you're just allowing it to happen. Spirit is saying no, you need to stop. Okay, you need to speak up for yourself. You need to stick up for yourself and stop whatever's happening to you. Okay, let's look at your finances since we're talking about that. Spirit, what's going on with the finances, Spirit? What is going on with this finances? Let's see. All right, so we got this one. Let's see what it is. And it says, use money to invest in yourself. So I'm feeling like some of you, the money that you have been loaning out to people, or the money that you have been taking care of extra stuff. Maybe it's just things that you just buy frivolously. I just heard that, so I'm saying that. There are some of you who are just buying stuff frivolously. You see it, oh, it's cute. I'm guilty of that too. I see something and I'm like, oh, this is so cute. I don't even need it. I really don't need anything. I'm grateful. But, well, now I do, I guess. Now I think about it, because I just sold my car. So, I'm going to have to go get another one. But, yeah. So, like, there's something that you're buying frivolously, or you're just giving your money away. And Spirit is saying, take some of that money and invest in yourself, okay? So, and and what I'm hearing, there's something that just popped up in my vision when I said that is, every time you get money, and I know this can be hard for a lot of us because we're going through a lot financially with this economy. Every time you get money, Spirit is saying, put some up. As your investment fund. This is something you're going to invest in yourself. So just if it's $1, it doesn't matter how much. So I don't want you to get stuck on a number. If you just have an extra dollar, just put it up in an investment fund. in the little jar. Remember back in the days, I'm telling my age, but back in the days, people used to put like money in a jar and then later on you go get it for whatever it is that you want. Spirit is saying, put something away every time you get some money. Doesn't care how small, it can be a quarter, it could be $1, it doesn't matter. It's gonna add up if you don't touch it. Okay? So let's look at what's coming towards you. Let's see. What is coming towards them, Spirit? What is coming towards them? All right. So there's two things coming towards you. The first one is newly regained strength. So a lot of you have felt depleted lately. You've been accepting too much. You haven't been speaking up. People have been basically using you, or maybe just draining you. Not even so much using you, because I'm not hearing that somebody is just flat out using you, even though in some of you they are. Um, but you've just been giving too much of yourself. I'm feeling like a lot of this is voluntarily. So you just been doing stuff that you know that you don't have the capacity to do mentally, physically. You don't have it to do, but you've just been doing it. And you haven't been speaking up like, hey, I can't right now because I have this going on with myself. Okay, something else coming towards you. Please forgive me. So that's an apology. Somebody owes you an apology, and then you're gonna get it because it says it's coming towards you. So somebody's going to apologize for something. They're going to, and you may not hear, please forgive me, like the card says, or you may not hear, I apologize for this. But it's going to be an apology in their way that you're going to know that this is an apology. Everybody doesn't know how to just apologize like normal folk, okay? Some people, have to apologize with their excuses tied to it. Or some people apologize with an explanation, okay? But it is an apology. Spirit is saying that is coming towards you. All right, so let's look at what's going on in your love. What's going on with love? And if you don't know, my love does not mean, this love jar, I should say, does not just mean romantically. It doesn't mean like a romantic situation. It can also be family, people you love, friends, your children, um, anything that has to do with something in love. This is going to tell us. We're going to take that to see how it's stuck on there. But Spirit is telling me to continue to pull. And then we have another one. Okay, so let's do this one first. So what's going on in love is they love you. Whoever these people is, this could be a one person, this could be a group of people. Maybe you've been questioning how people feel about you. You're like, oh, they don't care. They don't care what's going on with me, and you just been accepting so much from this person. Sometimes people are draining you and they don't even know that they're draining you because you don't say anything. So they just think that you're the strongest person that they know, and they're draining the life out of you. And really, you start thinking, they're using me. And some of them are. I don't want to, because for some of you, this is interpreted in different ways. But for a lot of you, some people that are around you that you feel like are depleting you, and you're tired and they're draining you. These people actually love you, but they don't know that you have this boundary because you have not told them what the boundary is. They don't know that they're overstepping. They don't know that they're draining you because you don't say anything. You just allow it to happen and happen and happen, and they keep doing it, and they don't know. So Spirit is saying they love you. Okay, so whoever these people are, for the most part, not in all of your situations, and you, like I said, you're operating from your intuition. So some of you know who those people that love you are and who those people who don't. Okay, vices. So in love, some people have vices. So I'm gonna say a lot of people think vices, and you immediately think alcohol, drugs, sex, whatever. Vices could be anything. You know that a person who constantly gives without saying no, without like you being they're too available for everything, that's a vice. Because what it is that you can't stop yourself from doing it, because maybe you feel like if you stop doing this, these people won't love you. If you tell people no, these people will just reject you. So you constantly give of yourself so that you can be accepted. That's a vice. That is something that you need to stop. It's a behavior that you keep doing um, in order to receive something back, which is maybe you feel good when you're taking care of everybody, but it's draining you, and you can't take care of everybody. Okay, or maybe you're using a vice to deal with these people that you love, that you're accepting too much and giving too much to. So maybe you could be drinking a lot. It could very well be you could be taking drugs, or you could be drinking a lot. You could be smoking a lot of weed, or whatever it is. You could be just constantly having sex when you don't want to. You could, whatever it is that makes you feel good about what you're doing. That could also be something that you're doing. Okay, so make sure that you're setting those boundaries. Make sure you're telling people what those boundaries are, and make sure you're sticking to it. And stick up for yourself when they cross it. And don't back down when they get a little too loud, or maybe they're great at arguing than you are. Set your boundaries, say what you say, stand on it, and walk away. Doesn't matter what they have to say, how they feel about it. These are your boundaries, and people need to stick to them. Okay? So let's see, zodiac signs. So this could be the zodiac signs that relate to this the most. If I don't pull your zodiac sign, doesn't mean that this reading isn't for you. It just means that whoever I'm pulling, there are people from those signs that are going to relate to it a little bit stronger. All right, so let's see. We have the first one is a Taurus. All right. The second one is a Gemini. And the third one is a Cancer. Okay? So even if I didn't pull your sign and it's relating to you, this definitely for you. But there are some people from Gemini, Cancer, and Taurus are feeling this the hardest, okay? So maybe when I started talking, they immediately connected to this reading. And that's all that means. It doesn't exclude the other signs that are going through this. This is just Spirit calling out these three signs to let you know that whatever you connected with, as soon as I started talking, that it hears you. It's recognizing you, okay? All right, so we're going to look at the things you need. Let's get into the things you need. Spirit, what is the things that they need? Spirit, what is the things that they need right now? Okay, these popped on my finger, so we're going to take those. If you're new to my channel, when a spiritual note pops on my finger, that's Spirit letting me to know to take those. Aw, you need someone to love you. And so we already pulled that they do love you. You need to know that they love you. And maybe you need somebody specific just to come to you and be like, I love you. And feel it, you know. Maybe some of you are single and you need someone to love. To be heard and understood, yeah. So you accept too much. You allow too much to happen to you. And you don't feel like somebody will love you if you speak your mind. You feel like people will back up. You could have abandonment issues. You could have never felt like connected or loved the right way. So your way of loving is just overdoing it and just being there and accepting whatever people do so that they will love you. So the thing you need is somebody to love you, somebody to be right there with you and let you know it's okay to say no to, this. It's okay to not be available all the time. Spirit is acknowledging the things that you need. And I really hope that you realize that you are loved, because there's people around you that love you. And maybe this person that's using you or taking too much or from you, these other people see it. You know who the people are. You know who the person is who's not there for the right reasons, who's, constantly draining you for whatever reason. You know who that person is because your intuition has already told you. These are your angel messages, by the way. Your intuition has already told you who the person is. You already know who they are. But there are other people around you who love you. The Spirit wants you to know that. Spirit, what is the angel message that you want them to know? What is the... Okay, see, so we pulled that. Spirit is saying you already know. Follow your heart. So your intuition is already telling you what to do. So for some of you, your intuition has told you to walk away from this person. For some of you, your intuition has told you to sit this person down, set your boundaries, and don't let them cross it. For some of you, your intuition has told you to cut this person off or to get away from this person, stop talking to them, or long handle spoon them. You see them, hey, how are you doing? I'm good. How are you? Good. And you go about your way. You don't have these long, drawn out conversations. You don't answer the phone every time they call. You don't reply to the text with an explanation. You kind of distance yourself. Spirit has already told you what to do, to follow your intuition. And then the angel message says follow your heart. So you already know what you should do. Spirit is just saying you should do it. So now it's time for you to act on what you already know you should be doing. Okay? So this is going to help you. This is going to stop all of this extra chatter in your head about what if I do this and people back up or they didn't love you. If you could tell somebody no and they automatically withdraw for you, they weren't for you to begin with. Because people will respect your boundaries that love you, okay? So the clarification, which I feel like we don't need it because the clarification was your intuition and follow your heart. But one popped on my finger, so I'm going to take it. So let's see. So the clarification is everything that you're going through, everything that you're feeling bad about. If you follow your heart, if you act on your intuition, which are both aligning, it's pushing you into greatness. So it's pushing you into what you actually want and what you actually want to feel. So if you follow your heart, the clarification is everything that it's telling you to do. If you do it, it's going to push you into greatness, okay? So that's your reading. I am going to, let's see, did I pull one? I don't think I did. Wait. No, I don't think I pulled one. I'll do it on the next reading because Spirit is not really pushing me to do it. But that is your reading for today. I hope that it helps and resonated with some of you. And I hope you apply it and stop allowing people to drain you mentally, physically, emotionally. And I hope you stand on business and set your boundaries and don't let people cross them. So as always, I love you on purpose and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.